Just put them there. Diana! Diana!
What is it, Gabriel?
What's all this stuff you've ordered?
Oh, it's arrived at last. About time.
Reams of it, whatever it is.
Thank you. It's for the party. Linen cloths, napkins, table centres.
Throwing money around again?
We have to do it properly, darling. The Hudsons will expect nothing less.
Yes.
You're not still worried about Friday, are you?
Of course not.
What is it, then?
Well, it's just that, on paper, I'm exactly right for this job. Wouldn't you say? Retired MP with local links?
Perfect.
Then why haven't they offered it to me already? Tell me that.
They're ditherers. They just need a bit of a push, that's all. This party will do the trick, no question.
You're sure of that?
Leave it to me. By midnight on Friday, the Hudsons will have offered you a contract and all will be well.
Whatever would I do without you?
I dread to think.
I thought we could go together.
Oh, did you know?
So I left the village party. Baked potatoes, fireworks, toffee apples, and me. What more could a girl ask for?
A lot of things, actually, Phil. Like not standing ankle deep in mud for a start.
Spoil sport. Look at the time. I love you and leave you, as they say.
Ta-ra. What did you say, Oscar?
Oh, nothing. Nothing at all.
Right then. I'll get on, shall I?
Where's Bellamy?
He went out to lunch late, Sergeant.
Sorry, Sarge.
I should think so.
I was,
Yes?
well, unexpectedly detained.
I bet you were. Right. Well, I'm over at Firth Manor with our retired cabinet minister. You, Bellamy, can reorganise the filing cabinets. They're a complete mess. Alphabetical order. Can you manage that?
Just about, Sarge.
Good.
There you go.
Cheers, Jean.
Good. Hey, just the lad I wanted to see. Are you still in charge of that bonfire party on Friday night?
Yeah?
Have you fixed the fireworks?
Not yet, no.
Well, you're in luck, because I've got some. And they're real top-notch. They've got labels on and everything, and I can do them really cheap.
What's the catch?
They're in one. Well, not as far as you're concerned, but I'll do it for hardly any profit as my contribution to the community, because I'm a part of it.
Cheap, you say?
You won't get them any cheaper.
Don't try and palm us off with any of your rubbish, mind.
I don't know what you've heard of. Those days are gone. I only deal in quality merchandise these days, and these are good quality at a good price.
All right. I'll have them.
Well, thank you very much, sir. And congratulations on your retirement.
Yes, well, there's more to life than the House of Commons, you know.
I gather you're taking up a consultancy over at Hudson's.
I'm considering it. One of several options, you understand.
Quite so. So it's a splendid firm, Hudson's. I'm sure you'll fit in there very well.
Thank you, Sergeant. You're very kind.
Anyway, leave it to me. I'll make sure security arrangements are up to scratch.
I hope so. There were some very important people here on Friday night, so do your best.
Excellent. Put us on the map. I look forward to it. Sir?
They're in the loft. There's about 4 cartons. They're marked fireworks, so even you ought to be able to spot them. Come on.
Can we let him off in the arm, Mr. Greengrass?
Oh, what a very good idea, David. Then we'll have note to sell, but a load of dozens. Brain before mouth, David.
But I'll be able to set him off and get to the party, won't I?
When you eventually fetch them, go on, hurry up. You'll get a rocket where you don't want one. Fireworks, David. It begins with an F.
What's all this, then, Holdsworth?
It's the village party on Friday. I thought I'd get started on the bonfire.
Well, you can get rid of it.
What do you mean?
I'm holding my retirement party here on Friday night. Selected guests only.
Well, we always hold it here. Everyone comes to the party.
Well, this year they don't. And while I'm paying your wages, you answer to me, not the villagers. Now, get rid of it.
No.
Are you refusing to obey my orders?
It looks like it, doesn't it?
Well, in that case, you can go. Go on.
What?
Not clear enough for you. You're sacked. Fired. Get off my land.
Oh, where I'm going? You can stick your rotten job.
I'm sorry to disturb you. My dog has just made a beeline behind your house.
He's got the scent of a rabbit, I expect.
Oh, I should introduce myself. I'm Jennifer Bennett. I've just moved into one of the cottages across the meadow.
Diana Firth, pleased to meet you. How are you settling in? All right?
Well, not exactly. My stuff is stuck in London, some mix-up with the paperwork. It's a nuisance, really, but there it is.
Well, you must come and have supper with us here tonight.
Oh, no, I couldn't possibly impose on you like that.
You wouldn't be imposing. I'd love it, and my husband would too, I'm sure. We're only recently back here ourselves. Gabriel's just retired. Well, we'd enjoy your company. Is 7:30 for 8 all right?
Fine. Thank you. Oh, there he is. Come on, you. I'll see you later then.
Look forward to it.
Bye.
And here's PC Bellamy come to cheer us all up. It might never happen, Phil.
The party's been cancelled. The Firth's got some do up at the manor on Friday for a load of bigwigs, and it's all hands on deck. Just our luck, eh?
Oh, what a shame. And I got me red wellies out specially.
Well, maybe we can do something else sometime.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, there you are, mate. Now, Judd, I've got all that sorted out. Here's the account, mate. You can give me half now and half when I deliver.
Forget it.
What do you mean, forget it?
There's not going to be no party. Firth's put the mockers on it.
Well, you can't do that.
That's what I said. Got sacked for me trouble and all.
Oh, what am I going to do with the fireworks?
Well, you'll have to let them off somewhere else. Who cares about the fireworks anyway? What about my job?
Here we are.
Thank you.
There.
Thanks.
A toast. What shall it be?
Pastures new, how about that?
Very apt. Pastures new.
Pastures new.
Do sit down.
Thank you.
So, what brings you to Aidensfield, Jennifer?
Well, I gave up my job recently. I decided to move to the country, and I've painted off and on for the past few years. So now I'm my own boss. I can indulge myself, no excuses.
Good for you. I'm full of admiration.
How about you?
Well, nothing creative, sadly.
Being a politician's wife, it's a pretty thankless task, isn't it? Also, I'm led to believe.
I wouldn't go that far. It's hectic, certainly, but it can be very rewarding.
What do they say? Behind every successful man?
Oh, we work as a team. We look out for one another. And after 30 years, well... Anyway, Gabriel shouldn't be long. I just need to check on dinner.
Oscar? G&T, please.
Right.
I take it you'll be coming on Friday, Oscar?
Well, yes, I don't see why not.
Excellent opportunity to bend the ears of the people in power. Council matters, funding. Now's your chance.
Well, thanks for the invitation. I appreciate it.
You got a nerve coming in here, Firth, after what you just done. Hey, I've been back here 5 minutes. You start chucking your weight around. We've all got rights to that bit of land. Not just you. Tradition's been going on for years.
Well, that's where you're wrong. The heath is part and parcel of my estate. Right of way is granted at my discretion.
That's what you think.
Come on, that's enough.
Yeah, washed up you are. Had it. Yesterday's man.
Get out of here, you yob.
No wonder you got the boot. Fit for the scrap heap and now else.
You slanderous lout.
Come on, outside.
Oh, yeah, it's me that gets chucked out, isn't it? He's the one that started it. Judd!
Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? He calls you a yob and you act like one.
Shut it! I don't need a lecture from you, Bellamy.
No? Well, you need a lecture from someone.
Come on. That's terrible to see somebody do a thing like that, Mr. Firth.
Can't expect anything better from louts.
Exactly, sir. You took the words right out of my mouth, sir.
Right, come on, down the station.
Come on, give me a hand here, will you?
David, go and give Mr. Firth a hand. There's a good lad. About this this party Friday night, I bet a few fireworks wouldn't go amiss.
What?
Well, I've got a few in stock, and they're real bobby dazzlers, you know. And I mean, I'd do them at the right price, and they really make the thing go.
Later.
Well, there's no time like the present, is there? Yeah, if you want to do the deal now, you see, I can make all the arrangement, and Bob's your auntie.
They good quality?
Oh yes, sir. Top of the range. You've got labels on and everything, and I've got bangers, rockets, Catherine wheels, the lot.
All right. Greengrass.
Thank you very much.
Right. Come on, out of there, you. I'm late enough already with all this.
Right, David. Thank you. Well, hey, I thought we were going to be lumbered within fireworks. I think we're going to make a few quid.
Are we?
Well, I am. If I do, you might.
Sorry, old love. Got a bit held up with old Oscar.
Oh, Gabriel, there you are. This is Jennifer Bennett, our new neighbour. Moved from London, like us.
Pleased to meet you, Gabriel.
How do you do?
We started without you, I'm afraid. We were absolutely famished.
Of course, I do apologise. Is it to be a new permanent neighbour, Jennifer?
Yes, that's right.
Poor Jennifer. Has half her things stranded in London in some storage place in Battersea. Not a very auspicious start to her stay in the country, is it, Gabriel?
No. No, it is not.
Next time you'll be explaining yourself to the magistrate's bench. So, do yourself a favour. Stay out of trouble.
Do not pass go. Do not collect £200.
What's that?
No.
Firth sacking him this afternoon must have sparked it up.
Well, let's just hope he nipped it in the bud.
Devil's that? Don't need Sherlock Holmes to work this one out, Sergeant. Judd Holdsworth is responsible.
Well, it may look that way, sir.
Look that way. We saw him do it.
It was definitely Holdsworth.
How many more times have
you
I...
did say the biker was wearing a helmet.
Who else could it be?
Well, we do need positive identification, sir, otherwise...
He's going to get away with it. Why am I not surprised to hear that?
Please, Gabriel, it's really not...
None of this would have happened if you kept him locked up overnight.
He was released on bail, sir. We will talk to Holdsworth, and if we have reason to believe he was responsible, he will be dealt with accordingly.
I'm in your hands, Sergeant. But I want this out of the way by Friday. I don't have to tell you that, I'm sure.
We'll do what we can.
David, you better get the fireworks on the back of the truck and get them over to Firths and cop the wages.
I've done them already, Mr. Greengrass.
What, off your own bat? Wonders will never cease. I never thought I'd see the day when you'd use your own initiative. You better initiative yourself into the cabin. We're going over there.
We could postpone our party until next week, perhaps.
Don't be absurd. Your loyalties are in the wrong place, Diana.
What do you mean?
I should be your priority, not the villagers.
But you are, Gabriel, always.
Look, forget about the villagers. We can't change the date. The official invitations have gone out. Don't you have any idea what this job means to me?
Of course I have. It's just that we've put everyone against us with all this.
We're bankrupt. Is that clear enough for you?
Oh, Gabriel, you do exaggerate.
It's no exaggeration. Without this job, we're going to have to sell up. Everything. My creditors won't wait any longer.
But how can we be?
I took a bit of a tumble on the stock exchange. Cleaned us out, rather.
There's nothing left?
Nothing at all.
Oh, Gabriel, how awful.
Now do you see how important this do is? I shall have high flyers, dignitaries, all patting me on the back. To the Hudsons, I look like the candidate of their dreams.
I don't know what to say. It's all such a shock.
We'll get through it, old love. Like we always do. Together.
So, Mr. Firth got it wrong.
Must have.
It wasn't you careering around his estate on your bike at all hours of the night.
No. He must have been having a nightmare.
So you were nowhere near Firth Manor last night, is that what you're trying to say?
Yes.
So where were you?
Here, tucked up in bed.
Last night you were cautioned following on a fray outside the Aidensfield Arms.
So?
What was all that about then?
A bit of a disagreement, that's all.
Would you care to elaborate on that?
No, I wouldn't. It's sorted out now anyway.
Mr. Firth told us that he sacked you yesterday.
What of it?
Well, perhaps you thought you might leave him with something to remember you by, is that it?
I told you I was nowhere near Firth Manor last night. It's his word against mine.
At the moment it is, yes.
You know where I live, Sergeant. When you've got your proof, come back to me.
Don't worry, Mr. Holdsworth. We will.
They're soaking. What you done, getting them a bath?
No, I just put them up on the truck last night.
Last night? It poured down last night, you idiot.
I was just trying to use my initiative and save some time.
I'll give you initiative.
Ah, there you are, Greengrass. Kept to your word. Well, let's see what you got.
I'm afraid that there's been a bit of a mix-up. David, as is his wont, he's put the wrong fireworks on the wrong truck.
Well, surely one lot of fireworks looks like any other.
No, as I told you, yours are a really special lot, sir.
Don't mess me about, Greengrass.
As if, sir. We'll be back. Well, I will. I'm not too sure about you. Get it up.
You all right, Phil? I suppose. You don't look it. No, thanks, Alf. I'm not in the mood for chocolate biscuits. Oh, must be serious.
Promised Gina we'd go to the village do together.
Oh, I'll see.
I said I'd make it up to her somehow, but I don't know what to suggest.
Well, fish supper. A walking tour around Whitby. Beetle drive, maybe.
Thanks, Alf. Put her off for good, that would.
Well, I'm sure you'll think of something.
Right, David, you better get them off and bury them somewhere where they'll do no harm.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Greengrass.
You will be when I dock your wages. You realise what we've got now? We've got to buy her a note to sell him.
Can we make some?
Oh, of course we can. I didn't know you got a degree in chemistry.
I haven't.
What have you got? A stash of dynamite in your bedroom your mother doesn't know about?
No.
I thought it unlikely. Well, where are you going to get the explosives from? The post office or the co-op?
Just what about that army bloke, you know the one to get all them boots and tyres and that off.
Don Snowgrove? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yeah, he might be able to get us some thunder flashes and that in the army stores. Hey, you might just have found a way to get back into my good books. I'll go and give him a ring.
The whole village is talking about the party being cancelled. Can Firth really do that?
He can pretty much do what he likes.
Even though it's been going on for years?
Well, there's a possibility the deeds might say the villagers have some rights on the land. And then Firth would have to back down.
Which he won't do by appealing to his better nature. It's all about face more than anything, and that's red rag to a bull as far as Judd Holdsworth is concerned.
So? OK, I'll see what I can find out.
Oh, thanks. You're a gem.
Now, we'll hear no more about it. I want your assurance on that.
Of course.
What on earth are you doing here? What's this?
That's mine, that is.
I just wanted to stop all this, Gabriel. Please just let him take it and we can drop the whole thing.
You must be out of your mind handing over money to a common criminal. Get out before I call the police. Go on.
You'll regret this, Firth.
Is that a threat?
Damn right it is. You wait. You don't mess around with me and get away with it.
Hey, lovely. I knew you wouldn't let me down, Donald.
So what do you want this lot for, then? Not planning on blowing up Asfidley police station, are you?
Many a true word spoken in jest. No, as a matter of fact, we're going to see if we can make a few fireworks.
Aye, you be careful with it. Don't want to act at nations homeless.
Very good. Get it on the truck. I better pay you. What were it, £3?
£3 with a £5 Claude, discount included.
5? Shall we say 4?
Say what you like. I want 5.
I know what you do want, yeah. It's a good job for you I'm not a guy with forks. I might harbour thoughts of doing something rather nasty in your cellar.
Gabriel! Gabriel!
What is it, Diana?
Look at this!
What? This is Judd Holdsworth's work. It has to be.
You should never have sacked him, Gabriel, not in the way you did.
No, don't be absurd. You have to stand up to these people. Let them know who's boss. Where are you going?
Calling the police, of course.
Oh, hi, Phil.
Fancy going to the pictures later?
I hope you're not planning on whisking Gina away somewhere, Bellamy. She's got work to do here.
Actually, I'd love to go with you. A change of scenery is just what I need.
Oh, great. I'll see you around 7 then.
I can't wait.
Quite a mess, sir.
And it will come as no surprise to you, Sergeant, to learn that our friend Holdsworth was here again last night.
Doing what?
Threatening us, of course.
In what way?
I stopped my wife handing over some money. Money he had demanded with menaces, I hasten to add. You tell them, Diana.
Judd had telephoned me earlier in the day, asking me for money in lieu of notice. I agreed, provided he left us alone.
But you stopped the money from changing hands, sir.
You're damn right I did.
And you think this was an act of revenge?
What else could it be?
Mrs. Firth?
I have to agree. It does look like that.
Jennifer.
What do you want, Gabriel?
Look, I don't know what you're doing at Aidensfield,
No, I'd have thought that was pretty obvious.
but if it's your intention to make me feel guilty in some way...
I'd be wasting my time. Guilt is outside your emotional vocabulary.
Please, listen to me. I'm being considered for a pretty important job. A whisper of scandal And I won't get it. I'll be ruined.
Oh, heaven forbid.
Please. Until their contract is signed.
Keep out of the way. Where have I heard that before?
And Jennifer, don't come to the house again.
Or what?
You don't want to see me ruined, do you?
You'll just have to wait and see, won't you, Gabriel? For once, the ball's very much in my court.
You don't deny being at the house last night?
Of course not.
And you did threaten them?
He's got no right to sack me without a penny.
The rights and wrongs of your contract of employment are not in dispute. Did you or did you not threaten the Firths?
All right. But I didn't break in or wreck the place.
That the break-in was a coincidence?
It must be.
You had the motive and the opportunity, and yet you still maintain you didn't break into their house or destroy their garden. I find that rather hard to believe.
Well, that's your problem.
Oh, no, it's not, Mr. Holdsworth. It's yours. Judd Holdsworth, I'm arresting you on suspicion of malicious damage.
For somebody to call mine, and at last he's come along. Baby, oh, nothing can go wrong. We meet every night at 8, and I don't get home till 8. I say to myself each day, baby, oh, long, long live love.
Ah, Bellamy, just who I wanted to see.
I'm just off, Sarge.
No, you're not. Judd Holdsworth's being held overnight. You're on cell duty.
I've got something fixed up for tonight, Sarge.
Cancel it.
Bad luck, Phil.
Well, you can say that again. What's Gina going to say?
I'm sure she'll understand.
Alf, you couldn't do me a favour, could you?
Nice to see you. I'm not disturbing you, am I? Oh, what a talk.
Just to say thank you for supper the other night, Diana.
How sweet of you. Look, Gabriel, what Jennifer's bought us.
Very nice.
I'll put them in water straight away.
What are you playing at? I told you to stop coming here.
Oh, did you? Must have slipped my mind.
Jennifer, we had a deal, you and I.
You've gone back on every promise you made to me, Gabriel. Why should I stick to mine?
As soon as I've let
I'm sick of your excuses. I've heard nothing else for 15 years.
Once this contract is signed, you'll get everything that we agreed, with interest.
Why should I believe you this time? Tell me that.
Jennifer, don't do this. Not after everything we've been through. After all, we loved each other once.
They're magnificent, aren't they, darling?
Yes, yes, they are.
So kind of you to think of us, Jennifer. Now, what can I get you? It's not too early for a sherry, is it?
Oh, no, not for me, thanks. I can't stay.
Oh, what a shame. Anyway, you can come to our party tomorrow night.
Well,
Yes, of course she mustn't she, Gabriel? We insist.
if I'm invited.
Of course you are.
Well, goodbye then, Gabriel.
Goodbye.
So tired, tired of waiting for you. So tired, tired of waiting for you.
Alf?
I'm glad to hear you're feeling better, sir. But I'm afraid I've got some rather bad news.
What is it now?
You were right about your brakes being faulty. It seems your brake fluid pipe had been tampered with, as well as your handbrake. So whoever was responsible for it could be looking at charges of attempted murder.
Which only goes to prove my point, doesn't it, Constable?
Sir?
That this softly approach which you and your sergeant have taken all along clearly isn't working.
You're referring to Judd Holsworth?
Of course I am.
Judd Holsworth spent last night in police custody.
What?
And wasn't released until this morning. Judd has always maintained his innocence, and now it seems he might just well have been telling the truth. So, tell me, did anyone else come to the house yesterday by any chance?
No.
Well, there's Jennifer Bennett. She's bought a cottage nearby.
She wouldn't have anything to do with this.
No, of course not. But she may have seen someone on her way through the grounds.
Well, we'll have a word with her anyway. But in the meantime, if there's anything else you can think of that might be of any help...
We'll let you know.
You need about twice as much powder in these.
You sure we're doing this right, Mr. Greengrass?
David, I'll do the reading, you do the doing, all right? And then tamp it down again once you've got enough in. Not too hard, you'll have the roof off. Oh, lovely. Now, stick a cane up it, put some coloured paper around it, we've got a rocket. Oh, lovely. We'll be here till next year, we will.
Miss Bennett?
Yes?
Sorry to disturb you.
It's all right.
We're making some inquiries in the area. Wondered if we could have a word.
Certainly, come in.
Thank you. Takes a little while, doesn't it, to get settled in?
Yes, it certainly does. More than I expected, anyway. So, what can I do for you?
Last night, Gabriel Firth was involved in a car crash.
Oh, no, is he all right?
He'll survive, yes.
Oh, thank goodness.
However, we've just discovered the car was tampered with. In fact, the Firths have been the subject of a series of attacks lately.
How terrible for them. I had no idea.
How well do you know the Firths?
Not very. They were kind enough to invite me to supper a couple of days ago, that's all.
I see.
But you've not seen them since?
No. Oh, well, I popped in last evening with a thank you gift.
Did you notice anyone in the grounds?
No, no one.
Miss Bennett, I wonder if we could continue this conversation down at the station.
Whatever for?
2 days ago, a hall at the Firths Manor was vandalised.
What's that got to do with me?
The walls of the hall were daubed with paint.
This is outrageous.
If you wouldn't mind, please, miss.
All right, Davey, you better get them on the truck and we'll get them round there. Try and be careful.
Oh, I don't want to blow myself up, Mr. Greengrass.
You'd be so lucky. I'm just grateful you don't smoke. And don't forget, if it's raining, put them in the cab.
Miss Bennett, perhaps you'd like to tell us again when you first met Mr. and Mrs. Firth.
I've told you already. They invited me to supper the other evening. End of story.
Wasting police time's taken seriously here, Miss Bennett.
I'm not wasting your time. I could say the same thing about you.
Mr. Firth is hosting quite an important function up at his house tonight. I doubt he'd be desperately happy to come down here and help us with inquiries, but it might have to come to that.
All right. I'll tell you the truth, but I must insist on your discretion.
Of course.
Gabriel and I have been together for the past 15 years.
You're his mistress.
I was. He agreed to give me a small stipend when I left my job, a token gesture for all the years I'd stuck by him, kept out of the way.
But he's failed to do this?
Yes, he has. He says he'll honour his agreement. Quite frankly, I'm not holding my breath.
And the reason for your move up here was for what? To embarrass him in some way?
He threatened to tell his wife?
No. I could have done that years ago if I wanted to. I just...
Yes?
I suppose I wanted to unnerve him a little. I thought by being here I could force him to reconsider, get him to pay up.
So you broke into his house?
No.
What about Mr. Firth's car crash?
You can't think I'm responsible for that.
No, but you were in the house before the accident occurred. The car was in the garage.
I didn't touch his car. I went straight home.
All right. Let's start from the beginning, shall we? The break-in at Firth Manor.
All right, I admit to that.
Pretty stupid way of drawing attention to yourself, do you agree?
I'm sick of being ignored. I could have spilled the beans years ago. Been paid off by some newspaper, but I didn't, thinking one day Gabriel would leave Diana, as he always said he would. And in the end, it was him who left me.
I appreciate your frankness, Miss Bennet. Now, if I could press you on the little matter of Mr. Firth's car.
I'm really sorry, Gina. There was nothing I could do.
So sorry that it's taken you a whole day to apologise.
You know what Craddock's like.
Typical. Blame it on someone else. So what are you doing here anyway? Can I get you a drink or something?
I just wanted to drop these off.
Hi. Judd Holdsworth's not been in, has he? Only I've got a bit of news about the heath.
Oh, yeah, he was in earlier. He was trying to get people to gate crash Firths do. He was getting quite a bit of support and all.
I'd better get over there straight away.
I'll come with you if I can, Phil. I might be able to help. If Firths will listen to me, that is.
You okay?
Look, Gina, why don't you go to the party?
Well, what Mr. Firth be expecting you?
No, I don't think I'll be missed. Besides, I'm not really in the mood.
You sure?
I've just said so. Now go, before I change my mind.
Get away from here, all of you! This is a private party! You are not welcome!
You're wasting your breath, Firth. You're outnumbered.
Right. We'll see what the police have to say about this. You, Holdsworth, get off my land.
Miss Bennet, you must understand how this seems. You admit to trashing the Firth's house in revenge, and yet...
Look, I regret what I did, but it was an attack against Gabriel's property, not against Gabriel himself. Besides, it defeats the object somewhat, doesn't it?
What do you mean?
Dead. Gabriel can't pay me anything at all.
Holdsworth, I warned you. About time. Where's Craddock? Get these people away from here.
Back off, Holdsworth. Come on, before you do something you really will regret.
I'm not going anywhere. Neither are they.
Just back off, eh?
May I speak with you, Mr. Firth?
Who are you?
I'm Jackie Bradley. I'm a local solicitor.
And?
The villagers enjoy right-of-way over the heath and have done for many years.
At my discretion.
No, that's where you're wrong, Mr. Firth. When you bought the estate 20 years ago, you did so without understanding legally binding. It was a condition of the sale.
You're talking nonsense.
I have a copy here. By attempting to withhold access to this land, you are in fact in breach of this agreement and breaking the law. Now, if you don't want the indignity of the police removing you from your own estate, I would simply suggest getting on with your own celebration and allowing the villagers to get on with theirs.
There is a house in New Orleans they call the Rising
Firth, sir! Mr. Firth! We've got the fireworks here, sir. Let me know when you want it. I've made you a bit of an invoice, so if you'd like to settle up. Marvellous, isn't it? We've come all this way, it just walks off.
So, can we go light the fireworks now, Mr.
No, we
Greengrass?
can't, not till we get paid. Flaming knobs are all the same.
Hello.
Hello,
Lovely
Gabriel.
to see you again.
How lovely to see you. I'm so glad you could come. I'll be with you very soon. Oh, George, how are you?
Come in.
I went and had another look at the Firth's car, Sarge.
And?
I found this. It's initialed on the back.
D.F. Diana Firth.
Tom.
Gabriel, do you know my wife?
So glad you could come, Mrs. Hudson.
Thank you.
You know, it's a fabulous house, this Gabriel, if you don't mind me saying.
Not bad, is it? Masses to do, of course.
We should be able to formalise everything this week, by the way. You know, thrash out our offer of employment.
That's great news. Great news. Thank you.
You know, it's good to see you've got a sense of community, Gabriel. It's very rare these days. I mean, the whole village must be out there. That's true hospitality, that. That's very impressive.
Well, it wouldn't be a party without the villagers, would it? Diana and I are thick as thieves with most of them. It's what gives this place its quality. I've always said so.
Gina? What are you doing here?
Fancied a bit of fresh air?
Am I forgiven then?
Looks like it.
Oh, it's worked out quite well in the end then.
What else?
You and me under a stylish sky.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, toffee apple.
You certainly know how to treat a girl, don't you?
Come on.
Absolutely, Gabriel. I couldn't agree more.
Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll go and tell Diana the good news.
Please do.
Diana! Diana! What are you doing?
What does it look like?
I was waiting for you. The Hudsons are anxious to meet you.
I'm leaving you, Gabriel.
What on earth are you talking about?
I'm leaving you, I said. Simple enough.
You can't be serious.
Take your hands off me!
For heaven's sake, keep your voice down. They can hear us.
Is that all you can say? After 30 years of marriage, the only thing that bothers you is that someone else will discover what you're really like.
Diana, you can't do this now.
You really think I didn't know that all those years you've had a mistress, and now that you've moved her into this village, it's intolerable?
I didn't. That has nothing to do with me.
Of course not. It never does.
Diana, listen to me.
You're never going to change, are you, Gabriel? My only regret is that it's taken till now to discover it.
Diana!
I hope you realize what sort of man you're dealing with here. Personally, I wouldn't trust him to post letters in a pillar box. That's my reference for what it's worth.
Diana! Diana, you must listen to me.
I've spent a lifetime listening to you, Gabriel, and it's left me with nothing.
Jennifer and I are no more. She's done this out of spite.
I don't blame her. She's given the best part of her life to you as well.
Mrs. Firth?
What is it?
We'd like to have a word with you, please, ma'am.
Not now. I'm in a hurry to catch a train.
I'm afraid we'll have to insist.
Well, what's this all about?
We believe your wife can help us with our inquiries, Mr. Firth.
Inquiries? Into what?
Your accident, sir.
That's absurd. Diana wouldn't have anything to do with that.
Well, I'm sorry, But we have evidence which suggests otherwise.
Have you taken leave of your senses, Craddock? That's the most ridiculous accusation I've heard.
Stop it, Gabriel.
I'll call our solicitor straight away.
There's no need. I'll waste no more of your time, Sergeant.
Diana?
I did it for both of us, Gabriel. For me and Jennifer.
What?
Your little accident. Funny how you managed to walk away from it unscathed. Just like you've walked away from everything else.
We've not been paid yet. David, what do you think you're doing? All right, you make